When I first got here, I was auditioned for Anatolia's for Three Sisters, and I got a pretty sizable supporting part in that, which I was really surprised and pleased at. And then the following semester, when I was still 17, I auditioned for, it was the Strindbergs, Miss Julie, and Twelfth Night was that semester also, and I got a minor role in Twelfth Night so that I could do the lead in Miss Julie, which was Jean. So I was 17 playing someone who's 31, and it was a good challenge for me, and I turned 18 right before the show opened, so it was sort of a learning experience. I think I was really lucky because Tracy was a student that had already directed before, and this was something that she wanted to do, so she took it very seriously and had very clear ideas as to what she wanted out of me and what she wanted out of the production in terms of like stylistic choices and that sort of thing. Also, I think that she's really a very professional director and really also I think quite talented. I've seen stuff that she's done after that, both here and in Anchorage since she graduated, and I think that she does have an immense amount of talent as a director. So to sort of be one of her, that was only the second show she directed, I think, and to be with her at that time in her career and in her craft was really exciting for me also looking back on it, that I was able to, and she's one of my good friends and we still talk all the time, and it's fun to reminisce with her about, now that she's doing all these big things down in Anchorage, it's fun to kind of reminisce about the old days doing Miss Julie. But it was a thoroughly enjoyable experience, and while that was going on, I had just gotten cast that month. It was that January of that year when Perseverance came down and I auditioned for them too. During my freshman year, Perseverance Theatre from Juneau came, and I sort of auditioned for them on a whim. I got a call from Peter Dubois, who's the artistic director there, in May of that year, that was 2000, and he said, I want you to come down and do a show in the fall. So I took that semester off. That would have been the first semester of my sophomore year. I took that off and went down to Juneau to do a paid internship there in the office and also as the lead performer in one of their shows that season. I came back. This has always been a place to come back to because it's a really safe environment, a really nurturing environment, and no matter, you totally get out of it as much as you put into it, and I was prepared to put a lot into it, and as a result I found that I was getting a good response and getting a lot out of it to hone my craft. So it's always been a place where I've felt safe. I've always enjoyed working with the faculty here and the students also, and it's just been a good place for me, and it's home also. Fairbanks is home for me, so it's like when you're just looking at UAF like in the Princeton Review or something like that, there's not a lot to set it apart on paper from anywhere else. The state school, the standards of teaching and approaching work and relating to the students do not suffer as a result of that, I think. And it really is a fantastic school. I've seen other state schools like in California, and sort of like what would be comparable to UAF, and this is really second to none in so many areas, including the arts. I think that the staff here has a really vested interest in the arts and what goes on and nurtures them here. And it's really easy to stay busy with creative things here. And there's, just from what I've seen, there's no place in the country that is as nurturing and as helpful and can give you as much as you need to succeed and to be where you want in relation to how much that you give also. So it's a really nice equation that's worked out here. It's really easy for someone to, if they want to try something else in terms of community theater, to sort of cut their teeth with the general population, because they do tend to get bigger crowds. They have a little bit more money for publicity. So if you want to experiment, the shows that they pick and the content of them are not quite as challenging or experimental or edgy as the stuff that we do here, but it can always be an acting challenge, and it can always be a rewarding experience, I think, and it has been for me.